what's going on. So we are now at City Walk hanging out today.
Yes.
And we wanted to take a moment to recap our time at Halloween Horror Nights. We got 2 nights this year.
Yeah.
And it was really nice because of having the 2 nights, we were able to just kind of go at our own pace instead of feeling like we had to get all the houses done. We could have got all the houses done the first night because going post-Halloween, I think it was the day after Halloween.
Yeah, it was the first.
It was the 1st of November. The lines weren't near as bad as they were last year.
Yeah. First and second.
The first. So we had a really, really good time the first night. We went back the second night to try some more of the foods, hit the 2 houses that we saved for the next night.
And then focus on the food.
Focus on the food, the show, which I'm sure we'll talk about for a second. And just some of the other things that they had going on at Halloween Horror Nights. I do think that they were really on their game the Thursday night. Because Wednesday, some of the houses we hit later in the evening, we were catching shift change or whatever.
Yeah.
So it might affect what we like the most about it. I had a great time this year.
It was good. The houses, they were good.
Yeah, they were a whole lot of fun. I mean, there's not a bad house. You can't complain. I hear people get on here and complain about this or that.
All of them had a lot of scare factors. There was a lot of jump scares. For me, my favorite house was the Yeti house. What was your favorite?
Well, okay, so the 2 that we did on Thursday that we just saved so we would have something to do when we came back was Yeti Campground Kills and The Last of Us. I'm going to edge out The Last of Us just a little bit over the Yeti, even though the Yeti probably had the most jump scares.
I think it did, yeah.
Because it had that 80s slasher vibe, but...
yeah, we got caught. We got caught about midway through the house, and I kept saying, oh, this isn't right. We're not supposed to be, like held up like this. But we kept looking around, because when you're in one spot, you're going to look and you're going to see if you can see all the little holes or where anybody's coming out. And I even looked in this one because this guy kept pointing over there saying he thought one was there. And I was like, oh no, I looked in there was nothing. As we were walking out, I have no idea where this thing come from, but it literally came out of that hole and scared me half to death. I think that was the biggest scare that I have gotten since I've been coming here to any of the houses. I mean, it scared. I screamed so loud, and the people behind me were like, "You're what makes this house for me." I was like, "Well, I'm glad I can make your day," because it literally scared me to death.
She makes it a whole lot of fun. The Last of Us, I would say, was number 1 for me just because the atmosphere of it. There was a lot of good jump scares in it. Obviously, really well themed, the costuming, but it was dark. It was one of them that I remember that there was times it was really, really hard to see what you were going through. So that was probably the best one for me. But there's not a bad one, like I said. Probably one of my least favorites actually was Stranger Things, which oddly enough I know most people loved the most because it is superbly well themed. But I guess we caught the shift change or something because we went in for the first few minutes
and there wasn't where
there wasn't
supposed
anything.
To be, yeah.
It was just you were just looking at set design, which is absolutely fantastic. But like I said, you hear people get on here and they complain about this. They dump so much money. The set designs, the costumes, everything is just really, really cool. Something else that we experienced this year that we didn't do last time was they have a show that's over at the old Fear Factory stage place. It's called Nightmare Fuel. And we probably have a whole lot of thoughts about that.
Well, we're not going to give it a lot of time because I don't think that it deserves a lot of time. The show was horrific. It was the most demonic, the most sexualized show I have ever seen anywhere. And I almost got up and walked out. We weren't really sure how to get out of the exactly was and everything. Thankfully, it did not last very long. But I can honestly I don't even know if it was 5. Yeah, it wasn't very long. And it was packed. There was literally not one open seat in there. I won't watch a show again unless I've heard something about it and I know that it's okay. It was not only inappropriate for children, it was inappropriate in general for anybody.
Well,
it was awful.
I will say that the acrobatic side of it, if they'd have just completely focused on that, then it probably wouldn't have been as uncomfortable. Like I said, neither one of us knew you know, it's here. I guess this is the truth that's been coming back for several years. A lot of people like it. You know, just for us, it's not really our thing at all.
No, I mean, like, we like the jump scares and stuff, but when I tell you this was a completely different level, this wasn't just, this was nothing about being, like, jump scared or anything. This was just absolutely what I would consider full-on demonic, just satanic. It was absolutely...
It was rough.
Appalling.
It was rough, I guess, for someone like us who like the thrill of just the silliness of the Halloween Horror Nights. But you know, enough about that.
Yeah.
Let's
move on.
We also
the
had
food was amazing though. We can talk about the food. My favorite was the little candy bucket where it had
Go ahead.
we're moving a lot. Sorry. It had. So it was wrapped in like a chocolate, just a hard chocolate
It's like a ganache
base, and then there was a chocolate ganache in the middle, and then it had buttercream on top, and then it had some caramel corn and some candy corn in it, and a piece of licorice for the handle, and it was by far my absolute favorite dessert that was here. But we tried a little bit of everything. We tried The Last of Us, the rations, which was the ravioli.
Yeah, that was fantastic. The peanut butter and jelly burger, which was, to me, I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved that.
The candy bucket was good. Like, and I don't like peanut butter. I don't like that stuff on a burger at all. But oh my gosh! So I would say to anybody who doesn't like that stuff, because when I tell you I don't like it at all. The burger, I loved it. I thought it was great.
There actually wasn't anything bad from their specialty items that we tried this year.
No.
It was all.
Oh, we had Surfer Boy pizza. It was Hawaiian bread, and it had, I don't like pineapple
chutney.
on a
It had the chutney,
pizza at all. I think pineapple does not belong on a pizza, but it was great. We had there was something about the Yeti campground.
Oh yeah, the poutine.
Yeah.
Honey campground poutine, which I thought was fantastic. We had
it was really good with the gravy over the potatoes.
We had a pumpkin.
I was just
thing,
going to say we had the pumpkin puff, the little puff that they made that had the dulce de leche in it, and it was absolutely incredible. So we didn't get to try all of the food, but we got to try a good majority of it, and it was incredible. I think next year we will actually do the sampler pass that is in the beginning of Halloween Horror Nights, so we can try all of the food, just because it's so unique and it is so well crafted. Like, the chefs here are absolutely just next level.
And we also got one of the year-round favorites. We got some crepes too at Central Park Crepes, which were very, very good. We ate a lot. That's just what I'm trying to say.
We did, but we shared it. We would get something and we would share it, so we didn't like get too full, and so that we could taste everything. But we do have a really great tip for you guys that we found out since we got moved to come in this time. Can we hold it?
Yes.
Since we got moved to come in after Halloween, and this is the very last few nights of it. So the first night we were here on the 1st, all of the merchandise was 30% off.
Oh, yeah.
The second night, which was November the 2nd, it was 50% off. So we came back today, which is Saturday, because we ran yesterday and then slept. So we come back today, and this is the very last day of Halloween Horror Nights. It's the 4th. And everything is 70% off. Not just select items, all of the merchandise is 70% off. So this hoodie that he got here, this is originally a $60 hoodie. Well, I bought it the last night that we were here at the 50% off. So I got it for $30.
Should have made it.
Today they are $18 a piece. Like, it is crazy. So a tip would be, you absolutely should come for your merchandise the very last day of Halloween Horror Nights, and you should come when you're not actually going to go to the park to experience Halloween Horror Nights, because we came so we could watch the movie at City Walk, and they give you your parking fee back when you get a matinee movie, which is anything before 6 o'clock. So you get your $30 parking fee back, and you can still shop and get all your merchandise, and you can get it 70% off. So that's a pretty cool tip.
All in all, this was a really great year, and it was a lot of fun. I mean, if you can't afford 2 nights, that's the way to go, because you can kind of take your time. We got to ride rides too. They're open as well over here. They have like selected rides that are
Yeah,
open.
I didn't know that. That was a bonus.
Yeah, we did that last
while
night
we were at
too.
Halloween Horror Nights.
But if you can afford 2 nights, that's the way to go. Like I said, the lines, I think the longest we waited in line The first night was 35 minutes. And just a little quick tip, if you go to Halloween Horror Nights next year and you don't pay to get in early, go into the entrance and go to the right.
Everything to the right.
Yes, all of those houses.
Because everybody else is going to go straight and then left.
Yes, yeah, all those houses are short waits. Some of them are just walk right up to it. So it was all in all a great trip. We had
great experience.
Yeah, it was a great experience. We had a lot of fun, and we
we'll
also
do it again next year too.
You also see a video of our Disney run that we did on
Oh,
Friday
we're going to
morning.
have something about Disney Springs too. So.
Yeah, that's coming up.